Well, today is National Women's Equality Day. 100 years ago today, women received the right to vote. The Benjamin Harrison Presidential Site is celebrating that milestone with a really cool new exhibit.
Yes, the Votes for Women Road to Suffrage exhibit is highlighting the effort it took to make that possible. And our Randall Newsome stopped by the site to find out more about this exhibit. Hey, Randall.
Hey guys, I'm coming to you from the third floor of the Benjamin Harrison Presidential Site, and we are here inside of this cool exhibit. Jennifer, how are you doing?
All right, how are you?
Good. Okay, so does it even seem like it? 100 years since women had the right to vote.
It is. It just seems like a long time, but you know, it took them a long time to get to that point because they go back to like the 1840s, 1848 to Seneca Falls, where they kind of had that first convention and talk about women's rights and suffrage at that time, tied in with actually the abolitionist movement. A lot of Quaker ladies at that time, they thought that everyone should have the right to vote. So if you go back even further, thinking they started in the 1840s, it took them quite a while to get there to the 1920 passing of the 19th Amendment as well.
Wow. So as we look around here and do like a mini tour, because we don't want to give too much away, what kind of catches your eye as you walk into this place?
Well, it's interesting. With the Harrisons, we have like the Ladies' Home Journal magazine. So again, ladies are going to have those publications. They're getting information. The editor came to Benjamin Harrison and asked him to write a series of articles for the journal, educating women on how our government works, that they later compiled into a book called This Country of Ours. So again, if they were going to get the right to vote, they wanted to make sure that they knew all the ins and outs of all the different levels of government.
Awesome. To have a piece of this history right here in Indianapolis, what does that mean to you?
I think it's just wonderful, and the Harrisons were very patriotic and very strong about the right to vote. So we are a polling site actually as well. So the fact that it took them so long to kind of gain that for women's suffrage in the 1920s, and it is very important to participate in your government. So this collection is wonderful for us to have. This is all part of our collection here. The history through the years, and again, it touches and connects to the Harrisons through the years in different ways, like Belva Lockwood, who actually ran for the presidency against Benjamin Harrison in 1888. She couldn't vote for herself, but she could run for president.
Wow. I caught something that this really caught my eye. There's a graphic that you guys have here called The Awakening. When you think of this graphic, this image, this side is women who couldn't vote at the time. This is 1915. When you see that image, just what sticks out to you the most?
Well, again, you have those western states that are starting to allow women to vote. Actually, Wyoming as a territory is the first to allow them to vote. And actually, by the time it becomes a state, went for Benjamin Harrison in 1890 after he was running. But you have all of the, more population in some ways on the East Coast and the South that you can see there, where they did not have that right. And at that time, in 1915 for this illustration, it was sort of by a state-by-state basis. It was not national. So again, that struggle that they had to do to allow that for everyone.
Wow, guys. And you can get the tickets to check all of this out on your own on our website, wishtv.com. And before we go, ladies, I have a quick pop quiz for you. Can you name an Indianapolis woman who was famous for helping with this movement?
I'm looking over at Tara. I'm like, she's so much smarter than me.
You should know this. There's so many names coming to mind. Randall, who are you thinking of? Who do you want to share?
Oh, I can't tell you yet. Can't give you that.
It's a T.
You have to check back in with me at 4:30.
It's a T.
We'll check back in with you later.